Alrighty. So I'm still talking my throat. Anyways, we got some more GD stuff we got going on over here. This time with the north over here in the American vibe. We were in the deep south, now we're up in the northern territories. And also interesting little thing we got going on over in the states. Also a bits and babs we got going on over here. So we're gonna read it from left to right over here. Before I do that, we must clarify something over here. So ideology changes if I'm remembering correctly. Louis Khan over here. Supposed to be national anarchism, not surrealism over into there. I'm assuming it's gonna be changed when this comes out over the full video comes out over here for JD. But yeah, it's not surrealism, national anarchism supposed to be over here. M. King Hubbard over here, not constructivism over here because I believe they got split into technocracy and repeatism over there. So it's supposed to be a technocrat specifically over here. So yeah, it's supposed to be constructivist over here, technocracy over here, and heterodox anarchism. Oh, and its icon's gonna be changed over here. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it is a interesting little thing we got going on over here with heterodox anarchism, whatever the hell that could imply over here. Well, I know what heterodox means. I think over here, I might be confused with something else over here, but yeah. Also, the things over here. So yeah, we're gonna start over here from the top with John Rawls. Over here, Revolts circle, because of course. Life is not fair. There are starving families all throughout the world. There are insects that survive on burrowing into the eyes of children. The least we can do, think John Rawls, is try and alleviate the suffering. Born on February 21st, 1929 in Maryland, Rawls was the second of 5 children. Early childhood tragedy struck the 2 of his brothers where the cats different illnesses from him. Parallel with the moment, Rawls realized the total unfairness of life. In 1939, Rawls went to Princeton. There he was influenced by Norman Malcolm and Ludwig Wittgenstein. During Operation Eagle, Rawls served in the military, posted in Indiana. The whole of war began to prevent some by saving many books from the Indian State Library. We were blown by French troops. The whole of the trained war march on that road, leading him to abandon his Christianity. After the war, Rawls stood in the Midwest, and despite his fame, he and nature became the head of a secret group devoted to plotting the end of the Khan regime. This group became known after his leader as the Royal Circle. When our told dying, the French regime began in the fall, Rawls took a stance to strike and rebel against the government. Rawls are equal opportunities for all people, no matter their position in life. Life may be unfair, but the least the government can do is try. It was really the maximum benefit to the least advantageous. Disadvantage in any case where inequality may occur. And above all, in everything he does, Rawls will always have the death of his brothers when he did, either pushing him to swear and to the other family from the pain he has seen. Yeah, similar to Charles Zimmerman of the APLA over here, except Simulow's going to be a bit more on the liberal side, while Shaw's going to go a lot more on the socialism. Over here, there's no differences in paint over here. They are both lipstick over here. The wholesome 100 is chungus, because of course. But it will be interesting to see how it's going to pan out. Probably won't really play as him over here, but I might check him out like a little focus tree or whatever. Watch this stuff. Anyways, Louis Khan over here. National anarchism, not surrealism, remember. There are men who create for necessity, who build houses to keep people warm, who build schools because they teach. There are some men who build in order to satisfy their vainglory. Louis Khan is not one of these men. No one truly knows when or where Khan or Itzib Lieb as he was known then over here, never butchered that, sorry, was born. All others know that he was born in Estonia, well, of course, makes sense with that name. In the first years of 1900, and by the age of 3, he was living on an island of Surma. As a young boy, he was fascinated by fire. He once placed some burning coal into his apron, which then lighted the light and burnt his face. In 1906, his family immigrated to America by being a spectacular artist. Khan was unusual at school. Nothing career as academic-wise interesting him. Until he took a course in architecture in his senior year, which convinced him to become an architect. Attending the University of Pennsylvania School of Fine Arts, he trained under Paul Philippe Crit, who discouraged ornamentalism. If I'm saying that right. In 1932, Khan founded the Architectural Research Group. This group focused on both the avant-garde as well as the popular social agenda project. He didn't really further after the avant-garde revolution of France. Through them as the mother of the Emily, Khan began to advocate for an American antenna told to arrive. In 1948, he found his chance as Operation Eagle began, starting almost immediately with the French invaders, which was granted the Midwest as his very own territory. In power, Khan has turned the ideology of national anarchy on its head. In comparison to his French definition, which applies stagnation, hyper-mechanization, Khan must have a mixture of unions and towns, working collaborations. Khan does not even feel stomachs in this, and his view is not to go to government. Instead, he wishes to provide a grand spectacle for all of human that day. I'm building shit over here. Interesting. see how that's gonna pan out over here. So yeah, it's compared to like French anarchism, which is just really stagnant and decayed and not exactly all about les victeurs. Khan is a bit more reformed over here. Still on that national syndicalism mindset, but not that as stagnant and as decayed as French over here. Wait, said something. Yeah, interesting to see how that's gonna pan out over here. And I believe Jose de Craft can also come into power over here. He doesn't like before. He started off. He was a starting leader of it, but now he's a potential successor to Louis Khan over under here. Not a starting off leader. I think he's still gonna be in the mod over here, but as a successor over here. Hopefully, the dad's incorrect me on that, but yeah. So if anyone wondering about where that dude went, yeah. Every Norman Towers over here, interesting dude. Jesus called for the suffering throughout the world. He called for us to love thy neighbor. Sadly, many Christians predict that the Christ and believe is more in autocracy when in reality, Christ can be found only in socialism. Norman Towers was born November 12, 1884 in Ohio. His father was a deeply devout Presbyterian minister and murdered his son deeply into his faith as well. During the trial, he worked as a paper courier for Warren Harding's newspaper company, from which allowed him to get through high school. In 1911, Thomas was ordained as a Presbyterian minister following the fourth of his father, protesting against the Great Revolt happening on the continent. Another ally with the Socialist Party of America, which he joined in 1917. With his sharp oratorical skills, Thomas soon became one of the heads of the party. And when Flynn became president, he found himself high up in the government. All this would end up with the American class, where Thomas was forced to remain in Ohio. Oh no. And was stuck there throughout the duration of Operation Eagle. During his time there, he had dominated the political scene, and with the attachment of the Western Union, the republics began a campaign of guerrilla warfare. Now, with the French-American regime was taking up a chance rising up, Christian socialism will at last be achieved in America. At last, the people of the nation can sleep securely knowing that they are ruled by a government that cares for them. And the former minister of the film regime, many can doubt his competence, but no one could dare question his devotion towards the American people. Yeah, the old them sucks. Two of them. Yeah, but yeah, more so continuing the Finn style of governance over here. Basically a little bit better Finn successor over here, which I guess would technically make him like an actual successor of the old America. That would be interesting to see how that'll play out over here. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. All depends. J. Henry Stump over here. Being a stumped. I'm stumped at this man. John Henry Stump, sorry. Was born June 5th, 1880 in Pennsylvania. Growing up poor, he had to leave school at the age of 13 after his father fell ill. Soon, Stump was working at a cigar maker to work with his family. Sometimes led to him easily to social media. In 1902, during the Socialist Party of America, became the business manager of his newspaper in 1918. In 1928, in Shire Victory, Stump was elected mayor of his hometown, Reading. By an election lost soon after Stump regained the mayorship and served until the American collapse. Soon after his second election, he left the Social Party and joined the Jolly Progressive Party, which would soon win the presidency under Ron Winshaw Cox. After Operation Stump was forced to flee to western Pennsylvania and soon formed the Pennsylvania Workers' Front. This is more that soon dominated the working class in the region. As the French regime fell, the Workers' Front rose up, promising to restore the old days of Cox and Finn. On which I would tell if he followed they did. But they achieved dreaming out in the 1936 election. Yeah, so we got like two, like one's more so on that Christian socialism vibe, but the other one's trying to succeeding up the Cox and Finn over here. The job is progressive, so over there. Interesting to see how that's gonna pan out all here. Seeing job is progressive and all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see how that's gonna be. And all sorts of paths and all that stuff over there. All sort of interesting little fears we got going on over here in this little state. Interesting little states we got going on over here. Interesting. But yeah, it's pretty unique to see some of the stuff over there. Especially all these uprising stuff over there. How it's gonna pan out. Anyway, Robert Brer. Foucaultism. Look at that. What food we might on a while. Robert Brer is outside French America. He's one of the few idealists who runs a nation. Unlike Holiday Leon, he does not push for what is naturally easy. No, instead of difficulty that draws him in. And that's why he's one of the few crowds who respected even by the resistance. Wow. What an achievement. Yeah, but 88 Michigander, Robert Breyer, so Breer was born on September 3rd, 1926, studying engineering at Stanford University. Breer quickly turned against the ideas of becoming an engineer and decided to become an artist. Eventually, Breer moved to France and we just run the red floor here, so around 1944. It was only that jingoism and patriotism, Breer became something of a francophile. While he met Ferdinand Lager, a leading figure in the French government. Yeah, sort of a where's he? Remember an old red flower that he was the first patron over under here until your boy Anthony Artaud came. And I believe he's a propaganda minister in current Red Flood War. If I remember correctly, I can't remember exactly what we were into here, but I believe he's a propaganda minister. He quickly became associated with the latest political ideas, and when opportunity could conclude, he was not able to lead the constructive Republic of Michigan. In power, Breer had attempted to rule for the American people, benefiting like political freedoms unheard of in other parts of the East Coast. Freedom but the old European avant-garde was a new emerging American when Breer desired to form a truly American avant-garde regime. For that, even his opponents can respect him over there. So yeah. So he's a bit on that futurism grind set over here, the Republic of Michigan over here, led by I believe the previous guy was 90 minutes over here. I don't know if he's still running or not. I'm not gonna make any judgments because I don't know anything definitive. But yeah, Robert Breer, interesting little dude providing freedoms over here, despite the fact that another French puppet regime out here. But he'd actually trying to actually have the people's interest in mind over here while here into European avant-garde with the American avant-garde as well. Interesting little combination, probably one of the better cells. Better cells, to be honest with this. But interesting. Anyways, we got Frank Buchman. America is in the horrible state it is now due to one major thing: selfishness. If America had been run by good, honest, selfless people, the collapse would never happen, and neither would the Iranian. Let's believe of Frank Buchman. Anyway, born on July 4th, 1878 in Pennsylvania, Buchman's mother, the pious Lutheran, based her beliefs on her son. Like graduating college, Buchman was ordained as a Lutheran minister, being called to Overbrook to a growing section of Philadelphia. Did not again have a Lutheran church. Sue was overrun by stress. In response, his doctor ordered him to go on a long holiday in Europe. Inspired by Friedrich von Bodenschwing's hospital. Sorry. After his attempt to establish a version of them in America failed due to opposition from the board of governors, Buchman returned to Canada, where he forgave the board. Upon returning home to America, Buchman rose upon his running a YMCA branch and even met in King Carol, Romania. Interesting. Soon as the father, yeah. Whom he attended to help abandon his vices, eventually finding the Oxford whip. Buchman managed to resolve the division with the Norwegian Danish churches when America fell to the French in 1940. Buchman quickly transformed Oxford into a peaceful resistance group. So, being located in Pennsylvania, but the persecution, Buchman reluctantly endorsed limited violence. See, just a small amount of violence over here, just a small amount of killings. Now that the French regime followed Buchman risen up with the Oxford movement, Buchman dreams of reconciling America itself for showing the peaceful and contentness of the old free America. This is democracy over here, so more like that conservative style of America over here, that OG America over here, the old land of USA, and all sorts of false things that entails over here. Kind of boring, my personal opinion, because it's just basically like America, but with that religious fervor, Lutheran style of governance over here, the old way of doing it over here. Nothing really sticks out to me, but with a flag though. And interesting dude over here in terms of starting like a little peaceful resistance movement, and then allowing just a limited amount of violence over here. I wonder if I can spiral out of control, possibly over here. It would be interesting to see how that could play out over there. All depends over here. We're not been seeing content about this for a while, so we can only speculate as of now. But I am willing to speculate to accumulate as of right now. Over here, seeing all these little territories and these little statelates and all that interesting little interestage. All sorts of things that are coming about over here with these states. Now the Council of Communities in town with the heterodox anarchism. I believe there's somewhere, yeah, 3 counties, somewhere around there. As the tyranny of America grows and grows and these rise and fall, many call for the end of one-man regimes instead. These are in America led not by one but by many. The council communities and towns are an example of this. With Cumberland's government being able to restore people keep our foreign own government. Feeding anarchism, social conservatism, and religion. This council does not desire fame and growth, but the success of the people represents. So I'm assuming the whole shtick is gonna be like similar to the SBA, where I don't know if it's gonna fall the same way, but in Tino's SBA, there are two paths over here. You have like this path where it's just like like true anarchism in a sense, where it's just like a bunch of rural communities with like proper governments over here, but they all work together in cooperation with each other over here, and basically this could be like like the wholesome anarchism stuff over here. And then alternatively, in the SBD, there's a second path where the military can take over and do like a sort of vanguard anarchism style, and just pretty much just have like a strict, well, I guess it would be stratocratic anarchism. Oh, here, well, there's vanguard anarchism in the JD, but like in terms of REFO here, we're stratocratic anarchism. Basically, just like a charismatic military figure just takes over and does anarchism kind of in name only. So I wonder if that's going to follow, if that's sort of logic, or if it's going to be like its own little thing. Interesting to see how they can pan it over here, but yeah. It's so interesting stuff over here. Now Russell Crook, and Matt Dem. Most famous of the American conservatives, if I remember correctly. Calls for the abolition of class and not just monarchy are dangerous. The events of the U.S. as the avant-garde revolution led these bear. Never before has such carrying structure been laid down the world. Brother Crook knows how to salvage his nightmare. It's now time to see if it can work. Born on October 19th, 1918. I cannot read. In Michigan, Kirk was the son of a railroad engineer, studying at Michigan State University and Duke University. Kirk was not only academically gifted, others which helped him when the French came out together. France charged up Michigan, adding to the vile empire. Through Upper Michigan was saved by the hero of the France of Francis Parker Yaki. The rest of the state laid firmly on the French jackboot. I wonder how that's going to be when Yaki gets contact over here. Definitely is one of the wars I look forward to a lot. Not the most. The most would be fucking that one fucking the Colorado Vanguard group. That's one. I mean, just in a lot actually. Under Crook, Michigan was placed under the benevolent hand of Robert B. Breyer, who allowed for dramatic political freedoms. Kirk became informed by Isabel Patterson and Albert J. Knock, advocating for a conservative regime that was based upon natural law and protection of both property and freedom. In his opinion, two close intertwined things. This game by following the Northern Machine, something that would soon help him. Out of the French American Union College, Kirk led uprising in Northern Michigan. Kirk desire to see a safe America, one tight execution, custom at last. The variety and mystery of the humanism will be acknowledged. So yeah, pretty much on that national democracy over here. We're gonna be on that dictatorship kind of over here. We're just gonna get that whole conservatism quite apparent with our democracy over here. Not them. Interesting over here. I might do a playthrough on him over here, showing that he's apparently the most famous of American conservative over here. It would be interesting to see how he does things over here. Brother Russell Breer. And now the manta ray with realism over here. The fucking thing over here with the Allegheny Directorate. What is art? A manifestation of material conditions, expression of thoughts in a centralized form, a set of rules, a complicated scheme that follows and repeats itself throughout millennia, or maybe man itself is art. It's about the pink. The fact of mere existence in organized form being more than enough to bring faith. Bring forth a grand celebration unseen before. Interesting. I'll check that out later. For man raised as a truth, for the artist is nothing more than the extension of human. An extension of his existence, every painting, every sculpture, every photo is a part of man in the most material and metaphysical form. Born in Manuel Redzhnitsky on August 27, 1890, in Philadelphia, Russian Jewish immigrants. Interesting. His father, being a garment factory worker and running his own team business, nothing mark on race features, they took great passion in assembling dresses from the torn pieces of fabric like a puzzle. Teaching the first fruits in film in Brooklyn's high school, earning a diploma in architecture by choosing to become an artist and at time dictate, he became invested in the commercial also art style. Being illustrated and composed are several brands, promoting the new industrial surge, a place for his internal lust for wild forms. But it was in New York City as the New York City that is driving into the absurd to give way after meeting Marcel Duchamp, who pushed the young man to reject the straight lines and embrace colors and irrationality of Dada. Taking up Dada is interesting. Taking up the camera and resembling the pieces, reassembling the pieces to form a new kind of beauty, non-symmetrical, non-Euclidean, incomprehensible, and yet living. The avant-garde man. In 1921, while staying in Paris, he had become introduced to the big doctrine of futurism, which was concerned with public opinion about the fire artistic expressions of realism of Andre Breton, related to rationality of beauty itself. And bringing those time back home, he was quick to join the diverse organization of New York's avant-garde before initial collapse and the league ships arrived, bringing destruction and war. Now he tends to reverse a trend. He tends to bring art to America, and the art of old masters with a new generation. Art-free judgment, art-free of form, art-free of reality. Demon art, if you could say. I'm sorry about that. Southern America, kind of what it always been, a land without forms or rules, but a land of life, exploration, fire. The land of life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness? No, the land of life, exploration, fire. Interesting little thing over here with the ray. Little ray with the map over in here. There's some, it's gonna be some interesting successors from maybe. Or some people that can come out from here over here. I don't know exactly. Don't know exactly, but anyways. Interesting though. Raise up. Interesting. Definitely gonna be doing quite a. But now Nathaniel Bedford Forrest, the third oligarchy. Oh, I know you. Well, I know Nathaniel Bedford Forrest, the first, because he was the founder of the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan. Oh no. Anyways, there can only be one thing. Well, let's see what he's about. Let's see what the third's all about. The trilogy. See how this trilogy ends, if you will. Anyways, during the American Civil War, the group of Confederates who believed that the Southern rebels were the true heirs of the royals of the English Civil War, defending traditional liberties against the unjust central government. While that view never took traction, Nathaniel Bedford Forrest III had revived it. Born in Memphis, Tennessee, on April 6, 1905. Right around when the Virgins came, actually. Forrest was the grandson degree Confederate General Nathaniel Bedford Forrest. Forrest was schooled in West Point and joined the cavalry. Seeing their income redundancy, however, Forrest joined the Air Force, where he was rapidly promoted. The Apparition Eagle. Forrest took to the sky in defense of his home by managing to bomb many of the French military structures. Forrest gained the acclaim of the American press. Still, when the Central government fell, Forrest fled home to Kentucky, where he embraced the plans of the old Confederate campaign guerrilla for. Now the French government fall, Forrest has risen up, realized Allen Tate and Charles M. Woodson behind him. He's sure he can win. Well, we're seeing names over here. I can think of potential paths that can come out, depending on circumstances over here. Don't know for certain. Would be interesting to see, but anyways. However, the Cavaliers differ dramatically in America. While Forrest is for an aristocratic plantation republic, Tate was a Catholic state based on the ideas of Southern. Oh yeah, I know what this is. Yeah, so he's going to be on the conservative side. Finally, Wood decried both of them as a leaders, believing that John Calhoun drew America should be established. However, three united one thing: desire to free their nation. So all the different forms of writers over here. So yeah, rules of three seems to be often, seems to be quite common around over here. Interesting to say the least over here. But also the interesting little noodle fires and also interesting little people. I don't know over here with potential stuff. Like we already got Rockwell and I got some writers over here. All sorts of potential noodle fires. Like I just want to play this shit. I need to bring it to you, but like I'm very excited to play this shit over under here. Thing is, this shit's gonna take forever to code and to write up over here, so we're gonna be waiting a while over here. Like they just said, the summer release ain't exactly probable, and it hurts me because I want to play this shit over here because it's been like 7 months since like the demo came out. It's around like over half a year, sorry. Around like 7 8 months since that demo came out over here, and I'm just itching for something to do over here because definitely is one of the mods I've been following over here alongside Red Flood up here. Red Flood, I'm just waiting to actually be able to play and shit. Anyway, while I reminisce on that over here, last we have over here is M. King Hubbard. Leading, believe the versions of Technocracy Inc. Over here, if I'm good, yeah. The Cumberland Technet. History progress review with information. Progress with information over here. Yeah, since you can unify over here. If I'm correct, I think one of the devs said that he can actually take over Mexico and Canada. Similar to how Howard Scott in midfield could also take over Mexico Canada from the North American Technet over here. That would be interesting. See how the Technet could pan out over here in this JD. History, because information, the more there is, the more complicated human society tends to be. At some point, the information itself becomes a new blood for society, circling and pumping up its organs, but it needs to be organized, streamlined, and directed if it is to bring it good. Marion King Hubbard took up that job for the good of his people. Born Salisbury, Texas, up to on the day of October 5th, the year 1903, from a young age, he showed brilliant intelligence and passion to research the world. Gained a Master of Science in 1920 at Chicago University and a Doctorate of Philosophy in 1937, becoming a famous geologist. His life would end as such, if not for his political age. But he saw America growing and bustling. He made self-predictions that the current management of resources would inevitably lead to the whole cost of humanity by the 21st century. With the recent depression showing just how much wasteful the laissez-faire approach is, that's when he met a promising engineer, Howard Scott, together in the founding Technocracy Incorporated, which soon became one of the loudest parties in American politics. But suddenly losing the election in 1936 to John's Progressive Party, with the public refusing to accept the radical ideas of total destruction with the following purges made by French government, fearing the party as French spies, because no Excel and all that, created the missionary ranks before being banned by him in most states aside from Oklahoma, which has been formed on Democratic government, both are irrelevant on an American scale. But then the French arrived, slowly pouring into the American heartland. They were desperate to find a local collaborator, and Scott jumped the opportunity, believing the ideas of the new society would pre-live off one, only to find himself chained to the smart of Cumberland, forced to abandon his pan-American views. Before getting to a surprise car crash in 1855, by that point the state had been turned into a hub of hydrocratic thought and industrial scientific giant, enough to compete with France itself. However, very likely could actually. However, Hubbard had to take Scott's place by the decision of the Central Board, and the leaders projected before him. He set to maintain the most complex form of government ever seen in the history of mankind, and to rejuvenate for the new age of global modernist dominance of here. Yeah. Speaking of Howard Scott, I believe that suddenly implies of he was found out he was being fraudulent over here because he was kind of a big fake over here. They did genuinely believe in the technology stuff over here, but he kind of fake shit to made it over here. I think that King was actually a lot more genuine with that shit over here. Don't remember exact over here, but yeah, that's why you don't see Scott. But with the idea that peak rationalism on trial for once again be shut aside by the force of impulse and emotion remains to be seen over here. Definitely am gonna be doing you because more technocracy and all that shit. And, Pan-Americanism, interesting stuff over here. So all sorts of colorful cast of characters over here. With also interesting people that we got going on over here. But yeah, I'm very interested and very keen to see exactly how all these people are going to be, interacting with each other, how they're going to be dealing with revolts over here, how the unification on the East Coast is going to be. It's going to be a different over here because the big ass revolts over here definitely is going to be quite the thing. Quite the thing over here, quite the place, and quite the bleed, and quite the scene. I'm very keen to see exactly how that's gonna be over here with all sorts of because they're not just gonna be like these are the certain needs over here, but obviously like with him, there's others that come to power. Other people that come to power, maybe potentially also the potential opposite that could happen for them, who could take over their place over here and unify them back under their own way. It would be interesting to see how that plays out with these various nations, various little warlords and all that stuff over here. And it would be pretty cool to see how this is going to be. But yeah, we got some more stuff over here. I don't know if this is going to be the last one because it's basically about all the East Coast revolts over here. Because there's only like New York, Vermont, Maryland, those states over into there. Where that's going to tail. But it is some interesting little stuff we got going on over into here with America really over here. It's quite interesting to see how this is gonna be and all sorts of stuff like that. I really can't wait to play JD again whenever the day comes over here. I'm I'm waiting for either Burning Memories or the full release of JD. Like one of those two. One of those two, man. Because I'm itching for that good shit over here. Because Burning Memories for all the new friend stuff and JD the full release. So very much I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, enough for me rambling. We're gonna end this off over here because my stomach's starting to hurt. Time for quite a while over here. So yeah, different NDL looking good over here. Lots of interesting little things we got going on over here. For American State over here, I'll see you guys into whatever is gonna be next over here. Probably the rest of the probably whatever remains of the warlords over here. Because I know there are more over here, but probably gonna cover that over here. So yeah. See you guys next time over here, whatever that may be. Until then, bye.